Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by my page, because Daddy's in the kitchen. Today on Daddy's in the kitchen I'm making a Blackberry Doobie. For the Blackberry Doobie, I have some blackberries here, some flour, sugar, some cornstarch that's been dissolved in some water, lots of butter, some milk, and then a little bit more sugar to go into the dumplings. So the way I'm going to cook that, I'm going to take the blackberries, put them in the skillet with about half a cup of water, and then I'm going to simmer that for about 5 minutes. That's going to have the water, the butter, and the sugar all in it simmering. While that's simmering, I'm going to make out the dough. Put the butter into the dough, cut it up, roll it out, cut the dumplings. Hopefully I can get all that done in 5 minutes. We'll see how that goes, and then I'll have that for you in just a second.
You hear them moaning their lives away, and then you hear somebody say, that's the sound of the wind working on the chain. Yeah, that's the sound of the wind working on the chain. Yeah, I've been saying, I'm going home one of these days. I'm going home to see my woman, whom I love so dearly. I got to work right here, working on the chain. Yeah, sound of the wind, working on the chain. Yeah, they only say, I'm working so hard.
The lovely Sam Cooke playing in the background. Chose Sam Cooke to play because my mom just loves Sam Cooke. She used to talk about how Sam Cooke could dance, and how my dad, James Craig, how he could dance a lot like Sam Cooke. Okay, so I got the berry cooking. Gonna add some of the sugar to it, or all of the sugar to it. Get that stirred up.
Having a party, everybody's singing, dancing to the music on the radio.
Alright, the berries are cooking. Those have to simmer for about 5 minutes. I'm going to get started on the dough. Hopefully I can get that done and ready in that 5 minutes time frame. Now to cook the dough, I'm going to cut this butter, all of this butter, into slices, put it into the flour. I'm going to use a good sturdy fork and try to cut that into it, and then the flour and the butter mixture is going to end up looking like a coarse cornmeal, and then I'm going to add the milk into it to make some dough. So let's see how that works out. First, chopping up the butter too.
Honest you do. Thought it was infatuation. Wasted so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home.
Alright, I think I've done all I can with this fork, so now it's time to get my hands in there.
The one you come running to.
about ready to turn this dough out onto the countertop. But I got to put a little bit of flour down onto the countertop before I do that. Alright, so we got the flour on the countertop. Roll it, cut. Got the dough all nice and rolled out. Over here on the stove, look at those blackberries, but you can't smell them. Oh. Alright, so now I'm going to cut the dough. I'm going to use a roll pizza cutter to cut the dough. I'm going to get the dough into the Blackberry Doobie. Get my pizza cutter out of here. And I want these to be about 1 inch square. But it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm just eyeballing it. So don't shoot me when you see one of these dumplings that's not quite an inch. My eyeballing inch might be a little bit larger than your eyeballing inch. That was a big inch right there. Got quite a bit of dumplings there. I'm going to add these to the skillet. For the purpose of adding the dumplings, I'm going to bring the skillet a little bit closer to the dumplings. Alright. These dumplings will almost cover the top of the mixture. But then you're not going to be able to see them because they're going to go down into the mixture, but that's about how many you want to get in there, enough to cover the top of the mixture. That's the right amount of dumplings. But because I like the dumplings more than I like the blackberry mixture, I'm going to push them down and add a few more dumplings in. Right, just a few more though. You don't want to add too many dumplings to the mixture. So a couple more. I think this is Jesse's favorite part too, the dumplings. Growing up, we ate this Blackberry Doobie just for the Doobie alone. But the recipe that I'm using now says that you might want to consider taking this Blackberry Doobie and adding it, serving it with some ice cream, just some plain vanilla ice cream. I'm gonna cover this, let it simmer a bit longer. And then that's it, that's the dish. Once it's done, I'll show you the finished product.
Just don't see athletes that are her size and weight that are able to
Okay, here's that Blackberry Doobie, finished product, and it looks delicious. So hopefully you remember the recipe. If not, send me a message and then I'll make sure I get you the recipe. Or just follow along with the video and try to cook it. But I also like for you to look down at the bottom, like my page. It would be great if you shared the post. But nonetheless, if you like it, share it or not, tune back in because you never know what's going to happen when Daddy's in the kitchen.